Da, 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 da. I love Mexican food. I could eat it just about every day. I mean, it really is my favorite food. My problem with Mexican food is that I sit down at the tables, and they bring that basket of chips. The chips come in, it's like a... it's like I lose all my concentration. The only part that is free is a salsa. But how can you eat it without the chips? I mean, you can hardly scoop it up with your hands. And so what's wrong with those chips? The chips are fried. They're not baked. They're not broiled. They're deep fried. They're actually pieces of tortilla that are immersed in boiling fat until they are crisp. So, let me show you how many chips you can have for 1 bread card and 2 fat cards. This is 1 ounce of chips. Now, it's not always convenient to have your scale around. So let's count these out and see how many we get for 1 ounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow! When was the last time you ate 10 chips? What you could do instead is ask for a order of corn tortillas and use those to scoop up the salsa. Remember, 1 tortilla will cost us a bread card, but there's no fat. Now, what if you ordered a nice big bowl of guacamole to go with those chips? Well, let's get out your fat card and take a look. It says 1/8 of an avocado. Well, here it is. Here it is all mashed up. Here's what 1/8 of an avocado looks like. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Where is it? I think I need my magnifying glass. Yes. Yes. Yeah, let's see if we have it. Oh, there it is, see it? Just that little teeny speck. Hardly a bowlful, isn't it? So for every couple of scoops of avocado you put in your mouth, it's going to cost you a fat card. And the second pitfall of Mexican restaurants is that combination plate, or should I say platter. It has everything. An enchilada, a taco, a burrito, you name it, and of course, the refried beans and the rice. And have you ever noticed how proud there are Mexican restaurants? They always have the world's biggest toast salad, and the burrito they Cleveland, and so on. Just the pictures in the menu take a whole pages, and there's a lot of fried foods, cheese, sour cream to watch out for. So what if you order one of those combination dinners? Let's take a look. We've got refried beans and rice, a cheese enchilada, and a taco. Did you know why they call refried beans? Because they add lard to them, that's why. And do you know what lard is? L-A-R-D? Well, there's no way to say this delicately. It's pig fat! And there's a lot in Mexican food. The taco shell is deep fried. The tortilla for the cheese enchilada is dipped in hot fat before they're adding the fillings. And the rice is sauteed. So if you ate this whole platter, look at it, including the salsa and chips that we talked about before, your grand total will be 5 bread cards, 10 fat cards, and 5 meat cards. Oh my god! It's enough to drive into a margarita. Oh, that would be at least 2 fat cards for the tequila and 2 fruit cards for the mix. Is there any hope in a Mexican restaurant? Well, let's see. They usually have beans that are not refried, so be sure to ask for those. You can get a tostado with regular beans, broiled chicken, and then dressing on the side. Personally, I just use the salsa for my dressing. Also ask for the regular tortilla so you don't have to eat the fried cheese shell that comes in. You can ask them to leave the cheese off, Or maybe bring a little bit of to the side that you can use in moderation. The whole world toast style like I cost 1 bread card for the tortilla, 3 bread cards for the beans, chicken, and cheese, plus a fat card for the cheese. You can always ask for soft tacos too. They aren't fried or sauteed, they usually have broiled steak or chicken in them. They usually come 2 in order, so that will cost you 2 bread cards, 3 bread cards, plus a fat card. Now the other thing that's good in Mexican restaurants that you might not have tried is the abanican soup. No, this is a really good choice. It will cost you a sugar for a broth, 1 vegetable card because it usually has a lot of vegetables, and 1 meat for a little card for this little 2 little meatballs. Now this is a very good value. So maybe you can go for Mexican foods and survive after all. Just stay away from the chips, avoid the guacamole, where is it? And the sour cream and any fried dishes like chimichangas and piquitos. They even sound as they were just serving with gordo. That's the word Spanish. It means fat. And you know, you didn't know who I was bilingual, didn't you? Well, believe me, I know. The word fat and does thank you in 42 different languages. Now remember to ask for plain beans, not refried, or use your salsa as a sauce dressing. Go easy on the cheese, and I think you'll be fine. So when you're eating Mexican food, you need to be alert. You may lose all your fat cards, and you could even lose your shirt. So think before you order, have it worked out in your head. Remember you are losing weight, not gaining weight instead. Da 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 da.